Bonjour, I'm Pierre from French Moments, and in this video we are going to explore the Provençal Colorado, an exceptional and incredible site in Provence. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really supports the channel and helps us bring more unique content to you. Also, if you haven't already, click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. To start our visit, let's head towards Rustrel, a lovely village in the Luberon. It is in its forest south of the village where you will find the vast expanses of the Provençal Colorado. This site has been shaped by erosion and crafted by 6 generations of ochre miners and iron miners. It is a true explosion of colors with striking contrasts from the brightest yellow to the deepest red. The spectacle is truly worth the visit. The Colorado Provençal is part of a natural area that stretches over 25 kilometers between Goult and Viens. This is the Massif des Ocres, one of the most remarkable landscape features in the Luberon. This ochre region includes the village of Roussillon, the Bruux mines in Gargas, and the Provençal Colorado in Rustrel. The Rustrel Colorado is a former open-air ochre mining site active in the 19th and 20th centuries. Mining began in 1871 and the last ochre miner retired in 1991. The golden age of ochre in the Luberon was between 1876 and 1930. It is a private site classified as a Natural Historic Monument. Here you can admire exceptional colors in the old ochre quarries, as well as industrial remains such as quarry faces, settling basins, channels and pipes. The current landscapes are shaped by human labor and natural erosion. The unique geology of the Colorado and the presence of water promote exceptional and specific vegetation. But where does the ochre come from? A long time ago, the sea covered what became the Apt region. At the bottom of the water, layers of sand were deposited. These sands turned green due to the formation of glauconite, a clay mineral rich in iron. When the sea retreated, the exposed green sands underwent intense alteration, intensified by a humid tropical climate. Over time, the green sandstones turned into ochre sands, often yellow and orange, as well as white sands and an iron-rich crust. This is how ochre appeared. This natural pigment is composed of clay and iron oxide or hydroxide, which gives it its color. At the Provençal Colorado in Rustrel, ochre was mined in open-air quarries from 1871 to 1991. Water played a crucial role in washing the ochre. By following its path, one can understand the extraction process. In winter and spring, the workers exploited the quarries. They stored water from the river and springs in reservoirs. Powerful motors pumped this water under pressure through pipes to the quarries. There, the ochre washing began with high-pressure water jets. The mixture of water, sand and ochre flowed through channels to settling basins. The heavier sand settled along the way while the water and ochre reached the basins. The ochre, heavier than water, settled at the bottom. Like in salt marshes, the water evaporated and the ochre dried. The workers then cut the ochre into bricks and left them to dry in the summer sun and wind. Only 20% of the ochre was extracted, with the remaining 80% being sand. The bricks were then transported to factories for their final processing. Now I will give you some tips for your visit. From the car park you can choose between 2 discovery trails: the Sahara Trail, the Blue Path, the Belvedere Trail, the Orange Path. The Sahara Trail is 2.1 km long and takes 40 minutes. It has a 10-meter elevation change, making it accessible to many people. The Belvedere Trail is much longer. Spanning nearly 4 kilometers, you will follow much of the Blue Trail and venture into lesser known but equally spectacular parts of the site. As its name suggests, the Belvedere Trail overlooks the entire site. We have visited the Provençal Colorado twice. The first time in September 2011, we followed the Blue Trail. Then during our last visit in October, we took the Orange Trail. This allowed us to admire the fairy chimneys and the white desert. The classified site of the Provençal Colorado is managed by the Association du Colorado de Rustrel. Founded in 2009, the association works to enhance, preserve and ensure the safety of the site. They also organize the reception at the site and its services to make your visit as pleasant as possible. Before visiting the site, I recommend checking the official Provençal Colorado website. You will find useful visitor information there. Additionally, there may be scheduled or last-minute changes to the access conditions to the Provençal Colorado. For example, fire hazards can affect visiting conditions. If the fire risk level is red, only the Sahara Trail will be accessible. If the risk level is red E, the entire site will be closed. In addition, you must book your visit on the website if you come in the morning until 1 p.m. from May to August. Access to the site is then without reservation from 1 p.m. until closing. Moreover, if you visit from February to April and from September to October, no reservation is needed. It is important to be aware of the safety instructions. These help preserve the Colorado and ensure your safety. For instance, stay on marked trails and do not venture into the sand dunes or the forest. Of course, do not climb the cliffs and rock faces. Come well equipped with suitable footwear, water and sunscreen. Keep your rubbish with you during your visit and dispose of it in the containers in the car park. Oh, and take photos without putting yourself in danger. These are just a few common sense guidelines, and you will find a complete list on the website or in the tourist brochure handed out at the entrance. Access to the site is subject to a fee. The per vehicle rate includes parking, access to the trails for all occupants of the vehicle, a tourist brochure and an activation code for the mobile Discovery app. I hope you enjoyed this video about the Provençal Colorado in Rustrel. In any case, it was a pleasure to introduce you to this spectacular site in Provence. I'll see you soon for other adventures. À bientôt!